All right, guys, now gets with the fun stuff. We're going to be starting with our first solution, which is our dollar store. Step 2 says, select one of the soap solutions, pour a small amount onto a smooth table. So if you can see, I'm just putting a little bit on the table. Step number 3 says, record which soap you are starting with in data table number 2. So our first soap is dollar store. You should be typing that in our data table number 2, just like this. Dollar store in our first one. It says, step number 4, use your hand to spread the solution into a large circle on the table directly in front of you. This will create a large area of liquid film. So I'm smoothing out all of that liquid film that we have into a big space so our bubbles can grow if they need to. Then it says, dip your straw into the solution cup and then place it directly on the moistened lab table. Then we'll begin blowing our bubble. So I'm dipping it in here, making sure that I don't put this end in my mouth because that's soapy water, gross. Putting it here and trying to blow a bubble. That was one of the biggest bubbles that I have ever blown during this lab. If you can see, there's this little film area where you can see where the bubble was, how big it was. We need to measure the diameter of this circle. Now, diameter in a circle, if it looks like this, whoop, you measure directly across the whole width of it. So we're going to be measuring in centimeters. I'm taking my ruler and measuring all the way across. Oh my goodness, that might be one of our biggest bubbles. That was 30 centimeters. That's a whole foot. So underneath trial 1, I'm going to put 30 centimeters. We're going to do this 3 times per each type of soap solution. So let's try this again. Do you think the bubble's going to be bigger than our first one? Let's see. Oh, that one was a lot smaller. Let's go ahead and measure that. Again, the diameter is all the way across. This one is 17 centimeters. The diameter of our second trial for our dollar store is 17 centimeters. Sorry if that's backwards again. And one more trial for our dollar store. Let's go for it. Sometimes hard to get started. Whoa, that was a pretty big one too. Could you guys see it? The diameter of this one was 27 centimeters, almost as big as our first one. So underneath dollar store for trial 3, go ahead and write 27 centimeters. Just like this. Now to get a more even result, a more average result of all of our, I'll fix you guys, of our dollar store, we're going to go ahead and find the average. So find a calculator somewhere or use your brainsies if you're smarter than I am. And to find the average, you add up all 3 and then divide by 3. So 30 plus 17 plus 27 equals 74, but we need to divide that by 3. So our average is 24.66, so we'll do 24.7 centimeters. So our average bubble size for the dollar store was 24.7 centimeters. All right, I'm going to catch you guys on the next video for our Walmart one. I got to clean up real quick.